YouTube, what's up? Hey, this is an impromptu video. I'm doing CC, TGC challenge circuit, because right now I'm posting or playing my rounds for Happy Tea Friends, which is a Discord group that we all play together, and we use the challenge circuit courses or conditions for the competition. It's called Happy Tea Friends. So we're in the fourth round. We just started the fourth round. It's low winds, very firm fairways, very firm greens, and the greens are very fast at 204s. So thought about making this impromptu video to kind of maybe talk about some strategy on I would say these are a little bit tougher conditions for CC players. Maybe not like the ABs and Cs, but maybe Ds and lower. Especially if you throw in maybe medium or high winds on very firms and very fasts, it starts to creep up and to kinetic and elite. So figure what the hey, I'll make an impromptu video because I owe some videos out there, so we'll talk some strategy. First thing, I said this before in a video, the first thing you always check, always, green speeds. Green speeds predicate everything of what you're wanting to do. And these are 204s. They're the fastest. So you have to know what the green speeds are for the rollouts. Next thing, you check the hole location. Pretty forgiving. So there's not a whole lot of danger. The wind is low, and the fairways are very firm. So knowing that, if I hit this driver, it will land about what call it, we'll say 290. Very firms will bounce and roll, so I might have like a weird yardage, like 60 yards, 70 yards. That's an awkward yardage on 204s. So I think the right play is I hit this 3-wood, which will give me maybe about 100 yards ish, and the reason I do that because the wind is low. So I'm not worried about hitting a wedge, like a full wedge into a hard wind and controlling spin on 204s and stuff. With low wind, take a wedge every single time, a full wedge. So I'll hit this 3-wood, full wedge. Should be about 100 yards.
Like it'll be safe. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Second shot here on
104, okay? Again, like I said, full wedge, no wind. You know, this should be pretty much a green light shot. If I was like 60 yards, there's just not too many good shots for a 60-yarder on 204s. So, for what it's worth. So it's 104 playing 109. I don't care about the wind. The ball's a little on the upslope, so maybe it's playing 110. And now also, if you want to get even more strategic, you do not want to be on here or here. Your miss is going to be pin high, preferably left, so you have an uphill putt. Or if you're over here, downhill's fine, but at least it's straight. If you're underneath the hole here, you're going to have a weird, awkward breaking putt, and then back the other way. If you're too far, that's the worst you can do right now. You'll have a weird breaking putt, and this is backwards, looking like this. So, best case, right about here, underneath the hole, maybe 2 or 3 feet. But you want to be pin high. But definitely not anywhere back here, because, again, they're 204s. If they're 160s or something, who cares? But 204s, you got to start caring. So, playing 109. Just a little bit of this here. Kind of bounce and check. And yeah, just kind of rock it and go. To get my stuff in order. It's good enough. Okay, so
wrong with that. Safely on the green.
The only thing I can think of is that ball
Alright, this
was
one's
really
about
on an
17
upslope,
feet.
and
I think this
just
one's
a
breaking to
misjudge.
the left.
But best of the worst case scenario, I'm not behind the hole. I'd still have an uphill putt, although this is not the putt I want from 100 yards. Yeah, that was wicked. That ball was on a big upslope. Took off probably 3 or 4 yards. See if a putter can bail me out here. It just won't turn.
Oh, that was close.
That's not
Let
good.
this one go. That'll be your par there.
That is, and that was a good hole. Hit good shots. Just big misjudge. That happens. That happens. That happens. Misjudged it by about 3 yards on that upslope.
Second hole.
That's
a good
okay.
one.
All right, so typically when the greens are fast and very firm, if at all possible, Blue, thank you for the follow. Thank you, buddy. Blue Shadow. If you can and avoid an awkward yardage, get as close as you can to it because it's going to be hard to stop. So this should be fine. You can hit power drive, hit it if you're not comfortable. Not a problem. Just hit your normal drive.
Looking fine from the tee here.
Okay, so we got 126 playing 130, 136. 136, something like this. Now, I mean, this is not going to be a round you're going to shoot 18 under on, unless you kind of make a couple of really good putts. But you can see, if you miss it, was that 5 feet, 6 feet left, gone. If you're above the hole, it's going to be a tough putt. Even if you're short, you're going to have this weird putt. It's just an awkward spot for a 204. So, par here isn't terrible. Now I really wonder if how much this is on the upslope. I'm gonna error more on the right side. I think this ball's above my feet some, on a little bit of an upslope. So let's just swing it. Let's just swing it. See what happens. And you can tell sometimes the lie of the ball in your practice swings. The very firms. This should buy. Yeah, it's obviously a good shot.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, this is for the bird.
So yeah, so rule of thumb: if it's 204s or fasts, let's say, and the pins are up front with a very firm, avoid the awkward yardage, but get as close as you can, because that shot would have been wildly more difficult with a 9-iron. This looks like it's going to be pretty much almost straight up. Can't miss it right, obviously. It's just all it is. It's a tempo check. In 2K23, you called this shot a tempo check. Hit your marks. Hit your tempo. Should be birdie. Should be tapping. Should be in the keyword.
Yep, that's going to do just nicely. Here's a putt from 17 feet out. I think this one's breaking to the left.
That wind. That wind never touched it. And that's fine. Now we're in a bad spot here, because you can putt this somewhat. Oh, no, not really, but that was weird. Okay. Okay.
This putt's tracking. That shot was marvelous.
Okay. Sometimes the putter bails you out. That was weird. That was weird.
And sliding into this par 4 full
Now,
hole,
here's what
you can
you have to be careful of. A lot of not to say it bad, a lot of low-level CC players will take this shot and bang driver. Might be okay, but remember, they're very firms, and you're landing on a downslope. I think there's a good chance you run out of fairway there on the right. So you either have to be over here, which is fine, or take the 3-wood. I think maybe the 3-wood's the play. I just think driver up the middle. You run out of fairway very quickly. With the very firms off the downslope downhill. I think with that pin location is pretty accessible. There's low wind, so just give yourself a wedge and just throw a dart.
beautiful swing. Ooh, this is gonna get a few more yards.
Even better, I'm on a
ground.
flat position there.
And here's our second
So
shot.
yeah, it's a very accessible pin location. Yeah, you should be fine here. This should be birdie all day. Again, little tempo check is all it is. Little tempo check is all it is. A little luck, this could go in. You hit driver on this? Did you go in the rough? Did you run out of fairway? Something like that.
Oh, yeah, dialed that
Something like
one
that.
in. Very nice.
Like
all right.
in low winds, man, just
okay.
you don't have to hit
We're
driver,
2 strokes off
especially on
the
these short
lead on that one.
holes, and just
Teeing up now
because there's no
on
tempo
par
or
4,
timing rather, and just lay it back to a full wedge and low winds and just throw darts all day. I got you, Zool. I got you. Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely could have went left and been fine. But if for you being a different bias, if you hit like a little bit of an open or a push there for the righty for a draw bias, you could really run out of room quickly.
Just smashed that one. Okay, this one's around 90 yards.
Again, left myself a good number here. This is actually, I think, pretty much straight up. Now, I'm on an upslope here. So that might take off maybe 3 yards. It's playing 94 yards. But let me just de-loft this a little bit, and also I'm gonna put some forward spin to it because on 204s full wind or 204s full wedge off an upslope, it will want to suck back off this slope. So I'm going to take a little bit of forward spin and then bring it back a little bit here. I think this should be pretty good right here because here's 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4. There's 94. Then for the uphill slope, something like this. I don't think I'm too far off here, but I've been wrong before.
Oh my goodness!
I was right.
All right, give it a tap.
Pretty good.
Nice stroke on that one. That's your 4th.
What's up, Gunshy? Hey, buddy.
Our leader currently has a 1-stroke advantage on the field. All right.
All right, so we got 164 playing 155. Now keep in mind they're very firms, and they're 204s, and you can look and see this is a red-orange slope. So if I land it here, it's going to roll. If I land it back here, it's very firm, bounce, bounce, bounce. And then as soon as it starts to roll on is this 204s, right? Yeah, as soon as it starts to roll down this orange slope, it's gone. The saving grace, I have a backstop right here. So it's not terrible. If this rolls, it will kind of settle, but then it probably won't roll back. So you're gonna have a weird putt. But you know, again, not every hole is designed for you to hit a ball 3 feet every time. And this, I think, this is one of them, unless you hit like a really quality shot. But it looks like my math works out pretty well here, because this is playing 155, so I can avoid landing it on the downslope a little bit. I got some loft. I got some backspin, so it should come in a little bit high. This might be okay. Might be okay. Yeah, I don't want to land it on that downslope. I can land it further down the downslope where it's not as severe. It may not roll out as much or bounce as hard. A little bit higher, a little bit more backspin. I missed the downslope. It's still going to go by it a little bit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And here we go, potential birdie.
Let's just pay it off with the birdie putt here. See what happens. Yeah.
And you're finding your way around.
That's one of those ones, actually, even though it's very firms and fast, if you can land it closer to the hole, it's a little bit more beneficial. Now here, the temptation might be hit power drive. Please don't. I mean, you got to hit it within about a 10-yard gap. It's very firms. You don't need all that extra distance. Especially the pin is in the back and going on the upslope. Like, you don't need the extra distance, because the 3-wood is just fine because the pin is in the back. So you have plenty of green to work with a longer club. So just get it in the fairway and give yourself an opportunity to get back there. But now, if you want to be aggressive, power drive is okay. But this is more like for the CC player who wants to improve a shot or two around and kind of get, you know, their promo marks and rank up. Okay. So here's the rub on this. Obviously, you do not want to be behind this flag, because they're 204s, and I don't even think a flop would stop very well coming down this slope. So you can't be long. Also, though, if you hit a shot and it comes up to here, right about, if it doesn't clear this ridge on 204s, it's gonna turn around, hit this slope, and go all the way back down. There's a yellow slope. You go and probably hit this slope as well, and it's just gonna keep going. So if the aggressive play is playing what, 260? The aggressive play is hit it somewhere or aim it over here and try to hit it like this and kind of have it turn. And if it's messed up, if it's short, it's not coming this way. It's coming more this way, where it can still collect somewhat over here and you have a good angle. But I think the actual better play is to try to put the ball over here somewhere and give yourself about a 25-footer, something like that. So that to me, the target's right here. Right here brings in a lot of weird stuff. I gotta hit a perfect shot. All right, let's go. It's 260, hanging in line, maybe back here. Just very firms. So it is going to bounce and roll a good bit. I'm going to have it where it hits like right in here somewhere. And then the bounce and roll should take it to right here. I have plenty of green over here, just fine. So now it's just a matter of getting it kind of dialed in where I want it. This could be bad. I mean, I think I'm okay, but, you know, Sometimes you misjudge things. That's all right. Go. About where I wanted it. A little too far right, though. Oh, God.
Oh, come on. And in the hole for the albatross. Congratulations on that one. I'm going to tell all my friends about it. I'm going to show them this replay. It's going to be fun. I'm glad you provided me with such inspiring material. The leader has a 2-stroke advantage at the moment. Teeing off now on a long par 4.
Oh, brother.
Ben Hogan, now who's he?
Oh, man.
Mildly attractive when he's obnoxious and arrogant like this.
Oh, good. That's his best side.
Oh, fuck. Ball, thank you for the follow. Tamba, you weren't following me? Man, that's just devastating. That is, something. Add it to the intro. See, I don't know how to clip that. I hit a button, I think I may have clipped it, but I don't know how to go back and clip those things. I'm not a very good streamer. Wow, that's something. Hey, what's up, Reborn? Oh, that was a lucky shot.
Look at this. You got all of that one. I'm sure of it.
Dude, you're my Happy Tea Friends captain, and you weren't even following your teammate? Man, you think you know somebody. You think you know somebody. All right. Okay. So, again, very firms. So, if you land it on this stuff right here, on very firms 204 with like a mid iron, you're not going to hold. You're just not. You're going to roll. It's not, again, you're not going to hit it 3 feet every hole, but you're not going to hold it. It's going to release out. So, you have two options. The harder one is you land it right here and kind of kill it, but it is still going to, on 204s, roll off this red slope. It may stop because you have a yellow upslope right back here. It may stop, maybe. Or the other option is you have a little bit of a slope right here to kind of catch it, but it kind of is just, you have to hit a high shot that lands right about here. You can't land it here. Gotta be here. And kind of working this way. Because that way, if it's working this way, you have an upslope to catch it. So, I think all right, let me back up. All right, it's 199. If I loft this, all right, that's pretty good. A little bit of spin. All right, that should land about on my mark. And then it'll kind of go left to right with the green slightly. And if it does roll out, it's going to hit that little bump and kind of catch it and turn it back around. Now, I'm on an upslope here. So, actually, I don't know if I have to loft this up as much. I'm going to adjust for the foot lie a little bit like this. Remember that range? Like this, maybe? Okay. So I've adjusted for the foot lie. And hopefully our math is correct. Maybe we can repeat that last hole. A little too far left. Yeah, so I misjudged the foot line, but I missed the downslope. It's probably going to go off the back, though. There's the upslope behind it, though. Okay, not bad.
Okay, on on the green
Yeah,
safely.
if I'd have landed that further
15 feet to the
back,
from here.
like on that downslope, it would have had too much momentum and then just kept on going. So this is a fine shot. You just gotta make the putt. Just gotta make the putt. Now, will the bead behind the ball affect it? That's the question. That is the question. And I don't know, is the answer. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Oh, unfortunate.
Wow, dude.
This one's just a 4-foot putt.
Okay. Sometimes that happens. I was looking at the stream again. Wow. Yeah, so that back bead pushed that ball further right.
All right, the ninth
It's all right.
is
Sometimes it happens.
4.
Sometimes it happens. Okay, so this if you're good with the power drive, you can get away with it because you'd have maybe about a 50 or 40 yard shot, give or take a little bit, because it's very firm and it kind of collects. You know, so all your pitches and your spinners, you know, you can't go too far by it. It'll kind of collect towards it. So that little awkward yardage wouldn't be that terrible. Or you could lay it up. Again, there's no wind. You could lay it up with a 3-wood and hit just like a normal wedge shot. The only problem I would see with that is the full wedge. If you land it too far by the hole, it's going to hit that downslope on 204 and just reverse back. So I think you can get away with a power drive here, and if not, the hole is in a forgiving spot that you still should be able to be in a decent aggressive spot unless you really mess up.
Oh dear, look at that go.
So this is somewhat makeable from here
Hole
because of
number
that
9,
bowl.
shot number 2. Let's see what you got.
All right. Because if it goes too far by, it can still roll back. It's not going to go crazy, but you do have to get it up and over this. So maybe the spinner is the play. Something like that. Right here. Yeah, this is a shot you can really be aggressive with, not be worried about going too far. I could hit that full, but it leaves me a nice uphill putt.
To left break.
Nothing crazy about it. This should be converted for a nice easy birdie.
This one's on a good line. Good work out there. That's birdie number 6 today. Our leader is 3 strokes above the field right now. And teeing off now in a long par 4.
All right. This is just standard drive. Nothing. There's no extra strategy involved with this. Sometimes it's just the hole is right in front of you and just play it. Just like that.
Good gracious, you tattooed that drive. And this one's around 140
All right.
yards.
So again, you can't be long. You don't want to be long. You have a little bit of a downslope here because it's very firms and 204. So if I actually land it right here, it should bounce on the very firms and just release a little bit. So my target is somewhere right in this area. So now the question is, how do I put it there? So Where's my marker? Right about there. Remember, it's a 1 yard uphill, so I'm gonna add an extra grid to it. What's my foot lie? This looks pretty neutral, although I've made some wild. Let me see. It looks pretty neutral. I'm doing this with one thumb. It looks pretty neutral. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I don't have to adjust for much. You know, I'm gonna land it just like a grid left of my marker. It should bounce and trickle a little bit to be maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet. Okay. Get set up again.
Oh, maybe this will kick left.
It did not kick left,
And
John.
yet another
But
green in regulation for you.
But you can see how much it was
Okay,
bouncing
left
and then kind of
to the
trickled. It
left.
just didn't quite
And this one's breaking just a
go
little,
left like I was
little wee
hoping
bit
it
to
would.
the
It was
right.
actually, it bounced more than I ever thought it would. Sorry. But we're in a good spot here. In a pretty good spot.
Going towards that hole.
If you have an 11-footer every hole,
Birdie
you're going to be
number
hard to
7
beat.
in the hole. And it is a 2-stroke lead at the moment for our leader. Now we head to the 11th. We have a par 3 ahead of us.
All right. This is a tough shot. There's no way to say it. This is a tough shot. So we got 136, playing probably 131. And it's going to bounce and then kind of check on a full wedge. The wind might help a yard, so it's playing 130. It's going to bounce 2 yards, so it's playing 128. So I gotta find 3 yards, maybe 2 yards. So I'm just going to de-loft this. There's 1 yard, 2 yard, 2.5. Yeah, so it should be somewhere right in this area, somewhere in this neck of the woods. Something like that. Okay. I'm added maybe an extra grid square to not be short. Short here is dead.
Really nice swing.
Yeah.
Look at this here. That is lovely. Just killing it out there.
Pretty good
That's your
shot.
8th birdie of the day. Well done. And after that, when you're sitting at 11 under and teeing it up now on the 12th.
Okay, the hole's in a pretty accessible spot. The power drive is dicey here. The power drive is dicey. You can't beat 3 foot. Oh, you can't beat. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you can be 2 feet. That'd be great. You know what? This mic could trickle on. If I'm in the bunkers, it's not terrible. Like the hole's in a pretty decent spot. But I think right is better than left. If I miss it left, see, I'm coming actually down that slope on 204s. If I miss it right, I'm coming kind of back up the slope a little bit. That over here is not bad at all. So power drive here is okay. And if anything, I want to error on the side of right. So if anything, I'm gonna miss this with an open club face. This will not be closed no matter what. I'm gonna try for perfect, obviously, but my thumb is gonna do something like that if I miss, no matter, nope, it's not gonna go left. Okay. Give me a favorable bounce.
All right, let's hope this stays in the fairway.
Okay, that's fine. Get off the green. That's fine.
And
That's fine.
safely in the fairway. Good stuff.
And now this
Okay,
is
second
makeable.
shot here on the 12th.
This is makeable. Now this is just a touchy-feely shot here. Never took the break.
Oh,
It's
so
okay.
close. All right, this putt
All right.
for the birdie.
Take that every time.
Our current leader is up there by 2 strokes currently. All right, here we go.
This one,
5 here on the 13th.
power drive all day, man. Like, there's not too much danger. Maybe that little bump there, I mean, whatever. But just pound it. Just pound it.
Hitting into an elevated green here. We're going to need
All right.
I
So
think.
it's uphill. So it's actually going to come down a little flatter. It's not going to be coming down like this. It's going to be coming down more flat. So it's actually going to bounce and roll more. Because it's not going to have that downward trajectory because it's uphill, 10 yards. You got to factor that in some. So it's 238 playing, let's just say for easy math, 248. I gotta hit this like right here though. So this is probably what, maybe 20 yards? With the elevation is now 30 yards. So 30 yards as the crow flies, this is what? About 218. This is about 218 plus 30 is about 240. So I think actually the hybrid might be the play. To land right about here. Remember that range? It's just going to roll forever. So this 4-iron won't get there. It's got to be the hybrid. I'm going to loft this up to get it still coming down more vertical. A little bit of spin. It's not going to help that much, but it still will help some. And I want to land it right about there. Right here would be great. So I'm going to allow for the elevation. Somewhere in this range, I think. The line looks pretty neutral. Might be a little above my feet. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Still gonna probably roll off the back though. Yeah, just 204s are just so hard to hold. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can do with that. You did miss an Albie gun shy. You did miss an Albie. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can get that up. I tried to clip it. Let me see if I did or not. Stand by. This. Is it this? Ah, here it is. Okay, hold on. I got it. There you go. Oh, let me turn me off. Damn it. Hold on. That. Let me turn me off here. So now it's just a matter of dialed in where I want it. So now it's just a matter of getting it kind of dialed in where I want it. I had about a 3-minute explanation of this shot. But, sometimes you misjudge things. That's all right. Go. About where I wanted it. A little too far right, though. Oh, God.
Oh, come on. And in the hole.
That's good. I like that. That's a good one. I did get it. I got it. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's back to it. Back to it. All right. That was really punished for that shot there. So this is just get it up here in the bowl and try to make your birdie. That's all it is to it. No other way to describe it. Just get it up there and hit it.
Oh,
Okay.
man. And this one is for the birdie. And the person in the number 1 spot is ahead by 3 strokes currently. And now the par 4.
All right, so here's where, like, this bunker, god damn, this bunker is fine because you can just hit a pick and be fine. But if you're in the rough down here, nah, you're a little bit dicey. I see you, Phoenix. Take care, brother. Take care, man. Thanks for popping in. So bunker's good, rough is bad. Left of the green's not bad. I do think just like a normal tee shot would be just fine. It's probably gonna roll over the back. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Anywhere around the green's fine. You just don't want to be in the rough, like next to that green. Or next to that bunker, I mean. You eagled this one in this round? Did you knock it on and make the putt? Just bounce a little right. Bounce a little right. Something like that. It's gonna roll down this slope, probably. Probably. Alright, it actually makes it a straighter putt. That's fine. That's fine.
I like what you've done with this hole. Just gonna
That's
drive
fine.
the green and putt for eagle. Sounds good.
Alright, now
Okay, how's an
it
eagle?
sounds
Sink
counterintuitive,
this.
but in this game, the default
Putt's going uphill. Looks like it's
weight
left to
or
right.
putt power it gives you on uphill fast greens, it's typically going to be short. So I'm going to bump this out about a grid square. It sounds kind of counterintuitive on fast greens, but that's just the tendency. No, gun shy. I've not tried it. I'll probably do it some tomorrow. It looks like it's moving faster left to right than right to left, so I'm going to give it a little bit of this. See what happens. Good putt.
Oh, look at this thing.
Yep.
Hey,
You
I'll
get-
take that from that.
See, like,
distance.
I haven't moved it out
Give this
probably a
tap.
grid and a half,
There we go.
and it still came up short. So, I
Current
don't know.
leader
It's hard to
by
trust
stroke
that.
on the rest
It's
of the
fine.
field. And teeing this one
All right.
up on the 15th
This power drive probably gets you in the trouble. And the green is pretty benign, so you don't have to get too crazy getting close to it. Because the very firms on power drive with this fairway, I think, gets you in the trouble if you kind of hit a little bit too far left. Let's just take our normal drive. Have about a 8-iron to it.
There we go. Nice contact on that one. And this is about 160
Yeah,
yards or so
Peconic
to
is a
the man.
very tough track. Very tough track. We got 159. The wind might help a yard, so 158. It's gonna bounce. I'll add, so it'll be 3 yards, 155. Little trickle, 150. I think 153 is the number that I want to land, or well, yeah, what I want to land it. So I think I'll hit this 9-iron. I'll take off some yardage there, a little bit of spin, and it should come down, land, and then kind of stop. And the lie looks a little above my feet, but nothing crazy. Something like this. Look at that. That lie was way more above my feet than I thought it was. The perfect, perfect yardage. I just,
shots like
it's just
that.
hard to
Another
trust
reason you are in the lead. Good
that
stuff.
foot lie. Should be
And sink this next
good.
putt, and you'll grab that birdie.
okay. Whoa,
And as we check the board, it is a 5.
almost a huge ghosty. Whoa.
And next is the 16th. We got a par 3 here.
Well, this is pretty simple, actually. This is just hit it, little spin. It'll just kind of, actually, let me do it the other way. This way. It should be fine. It should kind of hit and just stop dead. Hit and stop dead. I have no idea, Gunshy. I do not know. My first round was terrible. I shot 13 under the first round. I was way back.
That swing was to die for.
Might go in. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Take a look at this.
Okay. That was looking good for a long time.
Left.
Yep.
And our current leader is.
I love it when the
6
math is
strokes as
perfect.
we
You don't have to mess with anything. Everything just
And the
looks
next one is
good.
number 17.
I don't think you need power drive here or get you into
Going
trouble.
down slope out there,
Yeah,
landing
don't need
area.
power
This one
drive
could
here.
Catch a few more yards.
Yes, you're gonna be hitting on very firms off a downslope, downhill. You don't need power drive. As long as you have a wedge, you're fine.
Oh yeah, catching that downslope, that'll give you a few extra yards.
Okay,
Nice.
got a wedge.
Okay, this one's about 105 yards.
All right, so we got 104 playing 106. I'm on a downslope, so it is going to kind of drive it in and maybe get another yard or two out of it. So I'm actually going to hit a little bit of a D loft to get me a little bit extra yardage too. And it should kind of drive in low, bounce, and check. I do not want to go past the hole. You can see where it just would taper off and go down. So anything 15 feet short is fine. Yeah, it's just fine. More like this.
I'm okay with that.
It's fine.
This putt's around.
Fine. Yeah, you can see if you get too close to that hole, you run the risk of it just going forever away. The play is about 10 feet short of that hole, and I was a little bit short of it. That's okay. All right. I'm on the correct side of the hole here. But the putter can bail me out here.
Oh, this has my attention. Still going good.
There you go. So a lot of times it's not that you miss it or you misjudge it, but you gotta leave your ball in spots where it makes it easy to recover. Like that shot there. Like that was never gonna be long. If anything, a little short, and even short, you can see the putt is very makeable. All right. I don't think power drive is that bad here. I don't think you'll run out of fairway. Yeah, power drive's fine. Power drive's fine, because if you miss the... Yeah, I think it would be a very hard shot to stop. you don't hit power drive. So Eagle wouldn't really be in play anyway if you don't hit power drive, so it's worth the risk. You're not giving up much if you mess up the shot.
Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure.
More flat, that's not terrible.
And setting up around 215 yards.
Yeah,
out.
if I didn't hit power drive, I'm hitting hybrid to this thing, and you're not stopping a hybrid. With the 4-iron, I got a shot. I got an outside shot. I gotta land it like right here. So how do I land it right? Remember, because it's very firm, it'll bounce, and then roll. So I need it to kind of just trickle dead, where it rolls out and it hits this backstop right here and kills it. So I gotta land it right here. It might even be a 5. I don't think a 5-iron gets back there enough. I think it's a 4-iron. I'm going to hit a little bit of loft, a little bit of spin here, just to soften it. The extra 3 yards of elevation will have this ball hit not here, but there. Something like that. Ball's below my feet. I'm going to allow for that a little bit. And then we can rock and roll. Something like that. I just don't know. I've been misjudging the foot lies pretty bad. I don't think this is I think that I've given it enough borrow on the left side. We'll see. Bounce. Oh, trickle. That's a...
Now this from 13 feet.
That's a great shot.
Break to the right.
That is such a good shot. But it's not going to matter if you miss the putt. If you miss the putt, it doesn't matter, but at least, you know, that's a great shot. All right. Let's see. Rolls it low.
Oh, no. Ever so close to pulling down.
That would have been
eagle.
really good. That would have been a great,
All right, all we need is
great way to end. That's still a good one.
And
That's a
your
good round.
birdie putt drops on the final hole. That's a good feeling.
That's a good round.
And with that, I say goodbye.
We got...
See you next time.
Let's see how it all stacks up. Leader in the clubhouse. So, yeah, it worked out well. Hopefully, YouTube, that was a little bit longer of a video, but that, you know, that hopefully sheds some light into maybe some things to think about. You know, there's probably some things that weren't correct that you can kind of throw away. But if there's one thing maybe you got out of all of that, well then, hopefully that might save you, you know, one round or one shot every 2 rounds. Who knows? So, that's it for the YouTube video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the first tee in the Platinum Tour Championship in a couple days. See you guys.